Good afternoon again, and thank you for joining News with Nana. I have some interesting things. We're calling this Mad Money in Michigan. Hey, what do they say? Follow the money? I don't know. Here we go. State board approves up to 2.3 million in Flint legal contracts for former Governor Rick Snyder. So a state board on Tuesday approved up to 2.3 million in contracts for the defense of former state officials being prosecuted in connection with Flint water crisis. The contracts approved by the state administrative board include up to 1.45 million contract with Warner Norcross and Judd for the defense of Republican former governor Rick Snyder, and up to 835,000 contract with Dickinson Wright for the defense of Jared Agin, a former communications director and chief of staff for Snyder. Warner Norcross and Judd declined to comment through spokeswoman Mary Ann Sabo, who noted the firm does not discuss with the fee arrangements it has with clients. Dickinson Wright did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment. The state had also entered into contracts for former Department of Health and Human Services Director Nick Lyon, former Chief Medical Executive Eden Wells, and former DHHS employee Nancy Peeler for their legal defense in the Flint water prosecutions. The amount of contracts for Lyon, Wells, and Peeler was not immediately clear. The state financed defense costs for Snyder, Agin, and others have been a subject of controversy under the initial investigation of Republican Attorney General Bill Schuette and under Democrat Attorney General Dana Nessel, and amid rising defense and prosecution costs and frustration from residents paying for both sides of the litigation. Did you hear that? The rising defense and prosecution costs and frustration from residents paying for both sides of the litigation. It's coming out of yours and my taxpayer money for what they failed. Through April 2019, the total expenditures related to Flint legal costs to law firms came in at $25 million, said Bobby Leedy, a spokesperson for Stretch and Gretchen. Soon after taking office, the Witchler administration realized it had inherited dozens of legal defense contracts responsible for millions of dollars in spending that lacked meaningful cost controls and a uniform system of contract management, Leedy said. Whitmer's office capped state employee defense costs in January at much lower rates than had been previously used. Whitmer's office capped state employee defense costs in January at a much lower rates than had been used previously during Schuette investigation in an attempt to curb spending in the case. Well, yeah, we shouldn't be footing the bill for any of this. He screwed up while he was in office. We shouldn't be helping pay for his costs. He should be paying for that on his own. The fuck am I paying his legal fee? Who the fuck pays my legal fees? Nobody but me. The hell? I'm a little bit pissed. You should be too. But lawyers pushed back against hold on a second. Whitmer's January policy would have capped hourly fees at $225 an hour and imposed a budget ceiling of $175,000 for all legal services prior to and during trial. But lawyers pushed back against, of course, they're going to push back. They want their money, calling it too restrictive. And Witchler raised it in August. She put the pretrial cost ceiling at $27,500 and eliminated the trial cost ceiling. She eliminated the ceiling. Instead requiring that a maximum amount be agreed upon in contract, increases to the pretrial and trial cost ceilings can be renegotiated if costs exceed what was initially agreed upon. This just stinks to high heaven. The up to $2.3 million in contracts approved Tuesday are limited to the fiscal year running from Friday through September 30, 2022. The new contract model will apply to all legal contracts for state defendants going forward, not just for Flint defendants, Leedy said. The administration developed a single contract that includes standard terms and cost control measures and designed a single system to manage the contracts and ensure departmental decisions like paying invoices are informed by expert review, Levy said. Yeah. I just, like, in the back of my head, I'm seeing the Charlie Brown adult going, wah, 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 wah. In January, Nestle's office filed 41 charges against 9 state and city officials, including Snyder, over allegations tied to the lead-contaminated water crisis that resulted after Flint switched its water source on April 25, 2014. A one-judge grand jury in Genesee County that operated in secret signed off on the Flint charges. Snyder, who left office at the end of 2018 after 2 4-year terms, is facing 2 counts of willful neglect of duty, while Agin is facing a single felony charge of perjury. Yeah. And they still don't have good water. Instead of me paying for their defense funds, why don't that money be used to help the people of Flint fix their water crisis? Yeah? Yes, eh? Okay. Just my opinion, and solely my opinion. Let's go here. Interesting news. Whitmer appoints a 3rd state budget director in 3 years. Longtime Lansing fiscal hawk Christopher Harkins will take over as state budget director. He is the 3rd budget director Whitmer has appointed since taking office in 2019. He replaces Dave Masseron, who accepted a role at Wayne State University but stayed through the budget cycle. Whitmer signed the budget on Wednesday. Her first budget director was Chris Kolb, who left for a position at U of M last year. Wow. Whitmer Thursday announced Department of Technology Management and Budget Director Bram Stibbitz was departing and would be replaced. Wow. She's like cleaning house. I wonder if all those people are going to get, if they're going to get compensation for leaving, like everyone else did. Okay, so there's more. Let's go on. Social Security increase coming, but will it even matter? Social Security recipients are in for their biggest cost of living increase in years in 2020. That didn't make sense to me. So let me try that again. Social Security recipients are in for their biggest cost of living increase in years in 2022, but much of the extra cash is likely to get eaten up by higher costs. Much of the extra cash will probably be consumed by higher prices and rising Medicare premiums, according to the Motley Fool, a finance website. For example, Medicare Part B monthly premiums will rise 6.2 next year, the Fool said. That's higher than the cost of living increase predicted by the Senior Citizens League. Rising prices throughout the economy will also consume of the raise beneficiaries will get. In July alone, consumer prices were up 5.4% year over year, according to Yahoo Finance. In August, food inflation was up 3.7% and electricity was up 5.2%, according to the Motley Fool. Shelter inflation was up 2.8%. The figures suggest many Social Security beneficiaries will simply see their cost of living hikes disappear thanks to higher prices, the Fool said. The big cost of living bump in 2022 comes after years of much smaller increases. The 2021 hike was just 1.3%, which translated into an average of about $20 a month for individuals. Woo! That's a copay. A 5% increase for 2022 would raise the average monthly benefit about $77. And a 6.2 bump would mean an extra $96 a month, which they'll have to spend on medications, food, and other necessities. Hopefully they're not diabetic, because they'll probably be dead because of Sloppy Joe and what he did to the insulin price. So, anyways, I'm just rambling on again. Oh, let's keep going. Nothing here about any of the mad money going on. And what do we have here? Nothing really. Oh, yeah, this kind of pissed me off a little bit. The White House clams up when asked if the jailed Marine officer is a hero like Vindman. That was the guy that spoke out about the military stuff going on. And for his opinion, and only his opinion of how it happened, guess what? He's in the brig. So if you think that your opinion is your opinion, that you're entitled to your opinion, you're not. Soup Nazi says, no opinion for you. Because why? Because your opinion is differing, and the consciousness of the American people is changing, and people are seeing the corruption for it really is, and that's not what they want. Because, knowledge is power. They don't want you smart. They want you in your little jail cell, working to feed their lifestyle of the elite, rich, and famous. But then again, that's just my tin hat viewpoint. So, anywho, that's enough on Mad Money, guys. So, remember, knowledge is power. Be kind. People are becoming more and more aware of things going on around them than ever before. And it's kind of a rude awakening, to be quite honest with you. And when they find out the real truth, because when you know, it might be harder than expected. So just be kind, okay? And remember, find your tribe. Shit's going to come to a zit here, and we're going to have to pop it because we want our freedom back, and America's standing up. So just remember, united we stand, divided we fall. I will stand with you. Stand with me. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Hit the like, subscribe if you would. If you don't know big, because guess what? I'm not monetized. It don't make a really big difference to me, but it just makes me feel good. So, hey, thanks for listening. God bless you and have a great day.